the salvagers, saying, "Hey, nice machine gun you got there. I'll pay you the ammo to use it on those squids on the hill." And Archibald seeming willing. What is What's the rest of the crew? Meowkin has given me some instructions on how Archibald will react to any input. And so, does he get any input?
Well, I mean, do you really want to go shooting everything up, you see? I mean, I agree they don't look the best, but I don't think we should just start killing them.
All right, that's one what do I call it? A vote of no confidence in killing the squids.
Vote of confidence.
Nonfidence. That is one voice in opposition to, we'll put it that way, to gunning down the squids on the hill.
To agree there. There's no point in doing it.
I mean,
Archibald grudgingly concurs and declines the man's offer. Sorry, were you gonna add in there, Ben? I did not mean to cut you off.
no, it's all right. No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Now, do you want to just move along, or do you want to have any input on what the salvagers are doing?
Yeah, Oogie's going to engage him. He's going to point to the pair of decapitated legs, or severed legs. Decapitated would mean no head.
Well, they don't have a head.
Points to the pair of severed legs. Now, I mean, I reckon that's pretty gross and all. I agree, real disturbing. But why do you reckon they do that? Just kind of trying to distract them with patter for a couple of minutes.
The man who has come to engage you shakes his head. The other two, by the way, in the background have they've still got the guns at the ready, and they're still pointing them at the two squids anytime those squids appear to shift or shuffle or move a little bit. But otherwise, they're just kind of chatting between themselves. Sounds like they're just reminiscing old times or talking about some other adventure. The man in front of you shrugs. I don't know why they do that. Uh, Maybe they're building a Frankenstein.
Do the other two squids? Do they have legs or anything else?
They do not.
I mean, you say they were walking around on them, right?
Yep, that big one right over there. He's walking
Yeah.
around like a cowboy clomping its boots.
Oogie grins through his plastic face mask and inclines his head admiringly. Yeah, I mean, like, you ever see him do something like that with something that ain't human legs?
No, only human legs.
Man, that's real weird.
I mean, think of it though. They're a lot more elevated. They can see their aggressors more easily.
Well, yeah, but like, why not? Why not make stilts out of something else?
We've got perfectly good human legs available, it seems. I mean, the
Oogie
person they took them for isn't using them anymore, so
Oogie kind of considers that for a second. He goes, "Yeah, them boots was made for walking, and that's just what they're gonna do."
Hopefully they don't walk all over you then.
No, they said they're harmless.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, sure, they're harmless, but would you, I don't know, go stroke them?
Well, I might. I'm real curious now.
Really? You'd stroke them? Wow.
Well, I
You've
mean,
got more gonads than me. I mean, yeah.
and Oogie kind of points a thumb uh, in Marcus's direction while he's looking at the leader of this trio of salvagers. You hear that? My buddy here thinks I don't got the cojones to go and stroke one of them things.
Why would you? Like petting a slug. You know, one of them earth tongue muscle things.
Oogie puffs himself up. Wow, I mean now it's just a matter of honor. And he hops off of the he hops out of the cab or the back of the scrap hauler. You fellas, put your guns down. I'm gonna go touch one of them things.
At this point, the other two look up and over at you. You're going to what?
Yeah, what'd you say, Marcus? I gotta scratch one behind the ears?
They ain't got no
Take one between the
ears.
legs.
What?
No, that's just getting frisky. I haven't even bought a dinner first.
Max just smiles.
If they lower their guns, Oogie's gonna strut over there and he's gonna try to touch one.
Yeah, they half lower them. The two that have been chatting among themselves continue chatting among themselves, but now they have a new topic of conversation. It's Oogie, by the way. It's Oogie. And the one that you've been speaking to just kind of props his rifle up on his shoulder, turns and watches as Oogie approaches.
So yeah, I mean, he's not gonna be as swaggery as he normally is. I mean, he doesn't know a damn thing about these animals.
And
But yeah, he's
from the looks of it, they don't know a damn thing about him either. As he is walking beyond where the men were standing, the two squid creatures kind of near each other and back away from him.
oh, now you look at that. See that? They're just like scared dogs. And he kind of, I'm sure Oogie has approached a scared animal before.
Oh, sure.
And
Plenty of
and so,
rattlesnakes.
well, or I mean, what kind of animals do they have there on
No, I'm kidding. There are other animals on
Camiego?
Camiego. Yeah.
You know, like farm animals of some kind.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna do like the tentative, like reach out and keep his body mass back, and he's just gonna kind of like slowly approach.
Uh, they continue backing away. Why don't you give me a survive wisdom? I think, unless you can think another skill is more appropriate.
Let's take a look here. I mean, survive. Do you think that this could be a charisma situation or no?
Make an argument for it.
So as Oogie is approaching, he's kind of doing the like, oh come on there, little fella, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just going in for a little bit of a pet. You're gonna be fine. You know, he's doing what would with domesticated animals be a calming voice.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Let's see here. Survive and charisma.
Oogie's calming motions they seem to ease some of the anxiety that these creatures are suffering, and as he gets even closer, he can see that they are trembling a little bit, um, as if he didn't know they were already scared by them backing away from him. This is even more evidence on top of that. But they do let him approach before they've hit the very end of where they could possibly fall back to. They were about a meter away from the scrap pile before he started. Now they're about a half a meter away. And as Oogie reaches out, why don't you tell me how he approaches them once he's close enough to touch him?
He is going to um he's gonna do the thing where he lets them make the move if there's a move to be made. So he's gonna get, let's say, about 6 inches away with his hand, and then he's gonna stop for a second, and he's gonna see how they respond to him being that close.
Okay. Okay. Um, there's a tense moment where they've both frozen and let's see. They look like some of the many predators that Oogie doesn't remember, but has this sense of experiencing that are poised to spring. But after a moment, one of the tentacles reaches out and just kind of boops him on the hand.
Oogie Oogie nods, and he withdraws his hand, and then he backs away a little bit. And he's not gonna turn his back on him while he's this close, but he's gonna kind of keep him at least in his peripheral vision as he turns his head and calls over his shoulder. They're mighty scared, Marcus. Is that good enough?
Good enough for me. Good job. Anything could actually do it.
So what? Now you want to keep one of them?
Oogie's gonna back off of him a little bit. Um, so that he can turn and he can talk to the scavengers.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Hang on real quick. While he's doing that, the rest of you see. Well, you said that Oogie turns around and walks towards the scavengers, right? Or does he continue watching them as he's backing off?
No, he gets, like, let's say 2 meters away, and then he turns his back.
Okay. Okay, so he sees this also. As he's backing away, they are taking a much slower move, but they are kind of pacing in line with him. But for every meter he's walked, they've moved maybe a quarter. And it's not because they can't move that fast. He thinks that those tentacles could move them faster if they wanted. It's again, they're just being. They appear to be being cautious, like a dog with his tail between his legs.
I got a new master.
When he stops to turn around and look at the salvagers, they also stop.
Well, looks like you got yourself some new friends there.
Oogie looks back and he sees that they've followed him a little bit, and then he returns his attention to the salvagers. Fellas, listen, I know you had your heart set on something here, but really, they're harmless. Let me give you 20 cred, and you leave them alone for today at least. How's that sound?
Hey, Jordan, we all done for the day? We all loaded up? Yeah, boss. We make another run, but I guess this is good. Jordan looks, not Jordan, the guy that called out to Jordan, the one you've been talking mostly, looks at Oogie. Yeah, that we could make another run in there.
Yeah, but would you want to risk it?
Not with these things hanging around now. It's, why we're gonna kill them. Well, and because it's fun.
I mean, they're following us out of here, so give us a bit and you'll be alright.
Yeah, I'll get them clear here. I'll try to shoo the others off, maybe, and like I said, you just let them be.
Yeah, sure. And he extends a transaction from his compad to you.
Yeah,
for you to fulfill.
Oogie will pay him the 20.
Okay. We need like 10 minutes.
Hey, what's going on?
Give us half an hour. That'll do. Give
Sure.
yourself a breather.
Sure. They all kind of amble around to the other side of the grav loader that they're using, so that they're no longer within sight or, well, direct sensory range of these things. You all see the little squids kind of watching them, shivering again as they begin moving. And once they're around the grav loader, they show more signs of intelligence. They are not simply out of sight, out of mind. In fact, they even squish themselves right down next to the ground so that they can see under the grav loader, see their boots stand on the other side.
What have we just picked up?
You hear a bark from a ways away, off in the distance. It sounds like it's toward the direction of that hill. And these little squids jet off in a flurry of tentacles. They shy away from all of you, including Oogie, and just go tend to scrambling over towards that hill.
Wait, after the dog? Or the sound of the dog?
A bark, yeah. Towards the sound of the dog barking. It's a little more high pitched, more like a chihuahua bark.
Any of you curious to see what they're going to do when they find this dog?
It's probably the sound of the squids. Because there's that other group of squids over there. It's probably Mama calling them home.
It sounds like a dog, though. Do you reckon they've, like, taken parts of a dog and adapted it for themselves?
I mean, critters sound alike, right? Just because it sounds like a dog to us don't mean that it's not a squid here.
I know, but isn't it just, tickle your fancy just to find out a little bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, I promised I'd try to shoo them off anyway, so
Let's make sure they're gone then.
let's mosey on over there.
Well, your promise to shoot them off is already being defeated. The 3 of the bigger squids on the hill, from the hill direction, appear to be approaching you. And just beyond them, you can see that the 2 little squids have reunited with a larger squid. You can see their tiny little heads. It actually looks kind of lewd, but their tiny little heads bobbing up and down past the line of the hill, and they're right next to, like, basically hugging distance with another squid, a bigger one you can clearly see. and then these three that are cautiously approaching you from the hill.
Well, looks like you've, I don't know, enchanted them, we'll say. Or at least got their attention.
Oogie kind of squints and leans forward as he watches this going on. I'll be damned. That looks like they're sending a delegation. If those biggins wanted to come over here, how come they didn't come over till the little ones was gone?
Maybe the little ones were like, the scouting party with the legs and all.
Yeah, but that ain't how dogs work.
Oh. Hey, I'm just trying to find logic in the madness here.
I'm just finding lots of madness. Oogie's gonna continue to kind of treat them like animals, though.
Mhm.
As these three are approaching, he's gonna kind of clap his hands and he's gonna shout, "Hey, yo, Sue, get on out of here! Ain't safe!" And he's gonna, make like a shushing motion
Whoa,
with his
whoa,
arm.
whoa, whoa. Don't you want to just find out what they do first? Before we just, chuck them on the way? Just not a little bit of curiosity here.
I
They,
don't know. You got us 30 minutes, but if they stick around too long, this thing's gonna turn ugly.
they do pause as they're shooed. Well, two of them do. One of them seems to be splitting off and circling around you.
See, they understand it at least.
The two that stand still are doing something with their tentacles and their skin. Their skin and patches of their tentacles are changing color as the tentacles themselves form complex patterns and postures.
Hold on a second. I gotta link something to the channel. I know what these are.
Oh no. Please do put it in a image dump though.
Oh, it's oh yeah, okay. It's not an image precisely, but
Oh, okay.
It just reminds me of Arrival.
it's a wiki article.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine for the discussion then. Yeah. Scram. I love it. They're not making quite as much sense as that.
The vermicious knids.
And you hear one of them that's making these tentacular gestures barks again. Kind of a yap.
Well, they definitely want to know how to talk. Wonder
The one that split off is making its way around you back toward that, well, the place where the little ones were trapped. Or at least that's the angle of his approach. He hasn't gotten there yet, and you're still technically, well, not technically, you are still between it enough that you could intervene if you wanted.
Yeah, Oogie's
Wait.
gonna try. Oogie's gonna try to intercept it.
Maybe they're trying to say thank you for, getting the other ones out of there.
Oogie knows that there's a corpse back there. Oogie's gonna intercept. Hey, now there, fella. There's something back there you ain't gonna like to see.
Would you leave a dead member alive? Behind, should I say, not alive, if we were to die? Or would you go for the body?
We can talk about this later, Marcus. There's a note of panic in Oogie's voice. The situation is not under control.
You thought there was going to be control? Huh?
Fairbanks is picking up on that. Sir, what do we do? Do I need to go distract the scavs?
Just provide us with cover right now, Fairbanks. Here's what I'm afraid of: is that Biggin's gonna see that one dead over there, and if these things are smarter than I'm giving them credit for, it might have, I don't know, feelings about that.
What do you think it'll be feeling?
Yeah, and who am I covering? The squid things or the scavs?
Uh, oh hell, I don't know. Uh, there's more of the squid things than there are the scabs. Keep your cover on the squid things.
Yes, sir. The two that have paused, or had paused initially when Oogie tried to tell them to shoo and scram, have resumed approaching him, albeit much more slowly. The other one that he chastised that was circling around has stopped, but has not made any colors or tentacles.
So at least they understand what you're trying to convey. Maybe they
Well,
want to parlay.
you reckon they're that smart? 5 minutes
mean,
ago, 5 minutes ago, we just thought these was varmints.
yeah, but when something's using another, how can I put it? Using one of its kill and using its corpse, e.g., legs, utilizing that's pretty smart. It's like us using bones to make, axes and stuff. It shows intelligence, I would say.
Oh no, crows do that too. I mean, a little bit of intelligence, but not.
They're actively utilizing it, though. It's not just for display, it seems.
All right, all right. Well, you try to talk those two. I'll try to talk this one.
Right. Okay. Mark just kind of shrugs and walks over.
All right, so Marcus is approaching the two.
Yeah.
All right, and is Ogie approaching the one?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Marcus first. As Marcus approaches, he sees that they are standing their ground. Um, their attention is mostly on Oogie, but well, their attention they keep splitting their attention to Oogie, but watching Marcus, I should say. So their attention is mostly on Marcus, but they do keep flicking their little squid eyes toward Oogie.
Hey, how's it going, guys or girls or anything in between?
There is a complex set of waggles, poses, and discolorations of their tentacles, accompanied by a high-pitched chirr and a click.
Good to hear. Everything's going splendid. Yeah.
The same complex sequence of wagging, tentacles, and discoloration, with a high-pitched chirr and a couple of yaps, is repeated.
Okay, so you're stuck on a loop. Wait. If we need to figure out yes and no. Do just a yelp for yes, if you understand what I'm saying.
Marcus is what is it? Presented with the same complex sequence of tentacle waggles, poses, yaps, and clicks. This
Okay, I think
time
mine
a
are
little bit
broken.
more rapid.
Yeah, I think mine are broken. They're just doing the same stuff again and again.
After this more rapid sequence of it, one of them starts walking its tentacles, walking on its tentacles towards Marcus. Slowly. It is low to the ground, and depending on how well Marcus knows animals, it is either poised to spring or it is trying to be lower than him, which isn't hard, but it's, being even lower.
I'm just gonna like take my hand to my face, point to the eyes. I'm watching you. Let's not do anything, okay?
I'm going to flip over to Oogie at this point. Oogie, excuse me. The one that you're approaching is a lot more skittish than these others. Oogie recognizes it is clearly taking a posture, ready to not so much spring, although it's hard to tell with any absolute certainty, since he has never had experience with a land squid, and what those tentacles can do. But it's poised and postured such that it's coiled like a rattlesnake. And I guess that's not the greatest analogy because rattlesnakes' coils really only go one way, and that's attack. Right? Is that a
but you know what? That's an analogy that Oogie would form. So
okay? Yeah.
so if Oogie sees that it is coiling itself up, he's gonna quickly back out of his way. No, I don't want none of that.
It staying coiled. Oh man, Tulare. Yes, that was a great movie. Staying coiled, it inches around him again, closer towards the site of the altercation.
Oogie's gonna let it go, but he's gonna try to explain as it's going over there. Like I said, there was trouble before we got here. I don't think you're gonna like what you see, but we did our best, you know.
Yeah. If Oogie doesn't continue trying to block or impede it, then it takes another tentative step, um, another one, and then unsprings that coil and takes a leap towards the pile. Um,
Towards the pile, but not towards Oogie.
Not towards Oogie. It shifts its center of gravity just enough that the spring bounces it away and to the side.
Oogie, as the thing leaps, suddenly kind of stumbles back and falls on his duff.
So wet splunk into the corrosive mud, which is why this is the justification I have for the grav loaders not taking a break and actually turn off the grav is it's corrosive muddy on the ground. It's not going to cause any additional penalties. It's just gross. When it lands, it takes it moves fairly rapidly, and not quite Roadrunner spinning tentacles rapidly, but it scrambles quickly around the edge of the pile, right into that little dead end where the smaller squids had been trapped, outside of Oogie's line of sight for a moment. But then it comes back out carrying the dead squid and the legs.
Maybe the legs dictate, like authority, like higher position, kind of deal.
Oogie gets back on his feet. I mean, like some kind of Lord of the Flies thing. I've got the legs. I'm allowed to talk.
Well, maybe it's just like a status thing, like it's literally higher, so therefore it's higher in the chain.
This seems to be reflected in the squid approaching Marcus, he's squishing itself low to the ground.
So, the higher your status, the more legs you get.
Or maybe just the taller you are?
Maybe. Or is it like if you would. So, what happens if we were to give them some legs? Would that elevate them, or would that be seen as an insult? Because, like they didn't earn them.
Oogie calls back. Not it. I like my legs.
The squid that has approached Marcus is reaching a tentacle out toward him.
I'm going to touch it.
Okay. It maintains, it boops and maintains the boop against whatever part of Marcus he has put forward, and kind of inches itself right up within inches of him.
Hmm?
Marcus.
Just gonna nod at it.
Okay.
Hey there, buddy. How's it going?
And then it wraps itself around his leg.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I like you, buddy, but these are mine. Mine. No, we're just gonna try and gently push it away. No, mine. Just kind of like jump a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a pretty
Mine.
firm grip. Jumping didn't do anything.
Mine. No, I'm starting to like squish it and move it away.
um, let's see. What do we want to make Marcus roll for this?
Exert strength.
Yeah, sure. That works for me.
Can I help peel it off with like the back end of the spear?
Sure. Go ahead and give a dexterity stab.
Know what? I like this even better. When Marcus jumps, he falls over. With that roll, yeah, he definitely jumps and falls over.
Yeah, there's nothing that Maya can do to help this.
Still trying.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe I can make it
You put
work.
your stick out and it accidentally knocks him over. It's just, shit.
You know what? The back end of the spear would have been a great idea. It helped stabilize Marcus if he had just kept his wits about him. And used the leverage that it was providing. Ben, how does this go? What happens here?
Just as he's on the floor, Max is just trying like not off, just kind of like push down on him, just like wean it off, basically.
He's just rolling around in the mud at this point.
They are very strong.
Just no. Just kind of like boop it on its head. No.
And after a little bit of this, the Marcus feels the pressure decreasing and feels the little pop of suction cups releasing.
Okay, good. Yes. Max will try and do like a bark.
It detaches itself and moves back to the other one.
See, I think they're learning from you guys.
Meanwhile, the other one has made it back with the legs and the corpse. And as it is passing Oogie, it slows long enough to form can only say it's a hand or tentacle gesture with a free tentacle, and then it continues passing along to behind the hill.
As Oogie sees that, he can only suppose that it means thank you or something like it, and goes, "You're welcome. Least we could do."
um, and the one that has so lovingly hugged Marcus's leg, um, after returning to the squid that it had walked up with, they both again perform this time a much shorter set of gestures and tentacle skin discolorations. And they are really ranging here. They appear to be kind of a natural olive brownish color when they're not discolored, but when they're, can only assume, communicating with you, um, they are going through a range of vivid colors from green to kind of a sickly neon green, pink, nice little shades of blue. They appear to have very, very responsive skin in that regard. And after that, they both start backing away from you.
I wonder if we like help them retrieve a leader, basically. Do you reckon we've just done that?
Oogie has walked back over, and he's leaning heavy against the grav loader. I mean, it makes as much sense as anything else, but man, oh, this situation's bad. This ain't good. I thought we was just shooing off some animals, but what are we out here discovering new intelligent life? How are we supposed to deal with that?